Have you ever imagined an American becoming Pope? What once seemed like a far-off idea became reality on May 8, 2025, when Robert Francis Prevost, a friar from the quiet suburbs of Illinois, was elected the 267th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. Taking the name Leo XIV, he not only marked a historic turning point for the Church, but also opened a brand new chapter full of questions. Can someone shaped by a modern democratic culture like America lead a 2,000-year-old global institution so deeply rooted in tradition? Let's take a closer look at the journey of Pope Leo XIV, from his early childhood to his global mission work, and the big questions people are asking since the day he was elected. And you, watching this video, do you see a bit of yourself in these questions? Childhood and the roots of faith. Born in 1955 in Chicago, into a working-class family with Spanish and French-Italian roots, Robert Francis Prevost grew up in a richly multicultural neighborhood with a strong Catholic spirit. His childhood was filled with Sunday Mass, playing pretend with religious rituals, and deep admiration for the priests in his local parish. It raises a timeless question. Can the place where we grow up, our family and traditions, shape the path of our lives? For Prevost, it seems that those factors shaped his life's mission very early on. He once shared, "I didn't just want to believe in God, I wanted to live the way God wanted me to." At a time when so many young people are turning away from organized religion, the story of Leo XIV feels like a quiet but powerful reminder. Sometimes, the purest dreams are the ones that last the longest. A global mission beyond borders. One of the most remarkable parts of Leo XIV's story is his international service. After joining the Order of St. Augustine and becoming a priest, he didn't stay to teach at top universities in the US. Instead, he chose Peru, a country facing deep economic and social challenges. In the city of Chiclayo, he didn't just preach. He helped build schools, launched vocational programs, and offered support to people living in poverty. He even learned Quechua, the indigenous language of the region, a small gesture, but one that held deep meaning. So here's a new question. Could a pope who has lived and worked among the poor bring a more grounded, more compassionate perspective to the Vatican? A place often seen as distant from everyday life? Could his spirit of walking with the people, not above them, breathe new life into an ancient institution? Return to the Vatican, preparing for something greater. From 2001 to 2013, Leo XIV served as the Prior General of the Augustinians, a global leadership role. Under his direction, the order focused on education, interfaith dialogue, and social outreach. In 2023, he was called back to the Vatican to serve as prefect of the Dicastery for Bishops, one of the most powerful offices in the Roman Curia. You might say this was a strategic step, giving him first-hand insight into how the Vatican works, a world known for its highly structured, sometimes mysterious power dynamics. But it leaves us with another question. Can someone who spent most of their life in hands-on ministry, outside the traditional circles of power, truly navigate and lead one of the world's most complex institutions? A historic moment. The first American Pope. The election of an American Pope came as a shock to many and sparked conversations across the globe. On the one hand, it signals a step toward a truly global church, breaking the long-standing European mold. On the other hand, it raises concerns. Will American culture, with its focus on freedom, individualism, and market values, clash with the Church's deeply rooted traditions? By choosing the name Leo XIV, echoing Pope Leo XIII, known for his bold 19th-century social teachings, this new pope seems to be sending a clear message. Reform is necessary, but tradition still matters. A vision of balance, change with roots. Pope Leo XIV has pledged to promote peace, condemn war, and inspire a deeper sense of global solidarity. But what stands out most is his emphasis on listening instead of just talking, on walking with people instead of issuing commands from above. He once said, "The church is not an ivory tower. We need to walk the streets. We don't have all the answers, but we do have ears to listen." At a time when many young people see religion as rigid or outdated, this willingness to engage in honest dialogue might just be the key to rebuilding trust. And yet, he remains firm on some traditional views, like opposing the ordination of women as deacons, a stance that continues to spark debate. But maybe the real question isn't who's right or wrong. Maybe it's this: can tradition and progress stop fighting and start working together? The person behind the title, A Simple Life. Even as Pope Leo XIV keeps things simple, he loves word puzzles, plays Wordle every morning, and is a passionate tennis fan. Recently, he met world tennis champ Jannik Sinner and happily accepted a tennis racket as a gift. This down-to-earth, approachable personality makes him feel refreshingly real. A pope who uses a smartphone, enjoys games, smiles often, and knows that sometimes it's the simple things that touch the heart more deeply than grand sermons ever could. Legacy and the questions ahead. After his election, his childhood home in Dolton, Illinois became a media hotspot. Many Americans felt proud, others were cautious. Will Leo XIV Americanize the Vatican? Or will he help bring the Vatican closer to the world? President Trump and Senator J.D. Vance both sent their congratulations, even though he'd gently spoken out against some of their policies in the past. That really shows how his influence goes way beyond just religion. So can he create a Catholic Church that stays true to its core beliefs, while also being flexible enough to thrive in a world that's constantly changing? From a devout kid in Dolton to leading the entire global Catholic Church, Leo XIV's journey proves the power of sticking with it, having faith, and connecting with people across different times. What do you make of the first American Pope? Do you think he'll usher in a truly global Vatican? Or will it just be a new chapter written with the same old ink? Share your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more strange, surprising, and inspiring stories.